September 2025 will forever be remembered as a month that once again proved the unstoppable power of BTS's Jimin. Despite controversies, rumors, and the heavy expectations surrounding BTS's reunion era, Jimin has risen above it all to reclaim his throne. According to the Korean Business Research Institute, he officially ranked #1 in the boy group member brand reputation rankings, achieving a remarkable 5,390,371 index score, with a 22.93% surge compared to August. For some, it's just a statistic. For armies around the world, it's so much more. It's a statement, a symbol that even in times of uncertainty, Jimin's light continues to shine the brightest. The Brand Reputation Index isn't simply about popularity. It measures the impact of a public figure across media coverage, consumer interest, communication, and community buzz, and Jimin's results for September 2025 are stunning. His keywords include Billboard chart, representing his dominance both as a soloist and as part of BTS. Who, the song that continues to resonate with fans, earning recognition as one of the most streamed K-pop tracks this year. Spotify, proof of his massive streaming presence across the globe, with millions of listeners revisiting his music daily. Together, these keywords show that Jimin's influence isn't limited to Korea. It extends to the entire world stage. This isn't Jimin's first time reaching the top of brand reputation rankings. In fact, he's known as one of the longest-running idols to dominate these lists. But September 2025 feels different. Why? Because this is his first major solo milestone after BTS's full reunion following years of military service. The industry is in anticipation mode. Everyone is waiting for BTS's grand comeback. And Jimin's rise in brand reputation is being seen as the first clear signal that BTS is ready to reclaim global dominance. It feels almost poetic. Just as armies are bracing for a new BTS album in 2026, Jimin is already showing that the group's power hasn't faded. In fact, it may be stronger than ever. The moment the news broke, social media lit up. Hashtags like #Jimin No.1 again, #Jimin Brand Power, and #Proud of Jimin trended worldwide. Fans expressed not only joy but also a sense of vindication. One fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "Every rumor, every headline meant to distract. None of it matters. Jimin is #1 again because his talent is undeniable." Another posted, 5.39 million brand reputation index in September. That's not just numbers. That's love, dedication, and proof that Jimin inspires millions. Fans also noted the emotional weight of this victory. After facing weeks of gossip and invasive media coverage about his personal life, Jimin's #1 ranking feels like the universe reminding him and everyone else where he truly belongs, at the top. Looking back, Jimin's history with brand reputation rankings is nothing short of legendary. For years, he dominated the charts, often securing long consecutive months at #1 during BTS's peak touring and promotional eras. Even during military service, his name never faded completely from the rankings. That's rare in K-pop, where the industry moves at lightning speed and even top idols can be overshadowed if inactive. Now, with his return, Jimin is proving that his popularity wasn't just tied to BTS's group activities. His artistry, personality, and impact as an individual artist make him a standalone global figure. The timing of Jimin's surge to #1 could not be more significant. BTS has already confirmed a new album for spring 2026 and a world tour following that release. The stakes are higher than ever. Fans are expecting a monumental comeback, something that will redefine the K-pop industry once again. Industry insiders are already speculating. If Jimin alone can pull in this level of attention, what will happen when all 7 BTS members unite for a full-scale comeback? Could BTS's 2026 album break records that even map of the soul? 7 or Proof once said. Will Jimin take a central role in the group's promotions? Given his momentum in September 2025, every sign points to BTS being on the verge of their biggest comeback yet. At its core, Jimin's rise to #1 is more than a story about data. It's a story about resilience, artistry, and the bond between an idol and his fans. Over the past few years, Jimin has faced challenges, from intense public scrutiny to being at the center of speculation. And yet, every time, he emerges stronger. His artistry speaks louder than gossip. His performances silence doubts. His humility keeps fans loyal. For ARMY, Jimin isn't just an idol. He's a source of comfort, hope, and inspiration. That's why every milestone he achieves feels like a personal victory for millions of fans around the world. Now that Jimin is #1 again, fans are asking, what comes next? Will he release new solo material before BTS's 2026 album? Could his renewed momentum mean a bigger spotlight in the group's comeback? And most intriguingly, is this the start of a new golden era for Jimin as both a soloist and a BTS member? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear. September 2025 was not just a win for Jimin. It was a declaration. A reminder that his power is undeniable and his future is limitless. For casual observers, Jimin reclaiming #1 might look like just another win in a long list of achievements. But for those who have followed BTS and Jimin for years, this victory carries emotional weight. IT is not simply about topping a chart. It's about overcoming challenges that could have shaken anyone else. In recent months, Jimin has faced intense media speculation about his personal life, questions about his role in BTS's comeback, and even criticism for decisions as small as his social media activity. And yet, here he stands, not just surviving, but thriving. His rise to the top in September feels like a symbol of resilience. Fans see it as proof that despite noise, Jimin's artistry and integrity always win. To understand why September's ranking matters, we need to revisit Jimin's history. For years, Jimin held an almost unshakable grip on the brand reputation #1 spot, often maintaining it month after month. He was nicknamed the Brand Reputation King, setting records for consecutive wins unmatched by most idols in K-pop history. Even during his military enlistment, while his activity was limited, Jimin's name refused to disappear. Fans kept streaming his songs, sharing his performances, and ensuring his presence stayed alive in both domestic and international media. Now, with BTS back together, his September ranking feels like a continuation of his legacy, as if he is picking up exactly where he left off, ready to lead the group into their new era. Industry experts are also paying attention. The keywords tied to Jimin in September, Billboard chart, WHO, Spotify, are not random. They represent measurable impact. Billboard chart. Jimin's solo music has proven he can chart globally, making him a rare K-pop idol who thrives both in group and solo activities. WHO. The song has become a signature track for him, showing his ability to carry emotional depth in music. Spotify. His streaming numbers are staggering, reflecting a worldwide fanbase beyond traditional K-pop boundaries to Seoul. Based entertainment analyst commented, Jimin's influence is no longer confined to being a BTS member. He has proven he is a brand, an artist, and an ambassador of K-pop itself. His September ranking shows that as BTS prepares for their 2026 comeback, they already have unstoppable momentum. It's impossible to talk about Jimin's success without mentioning ARMY. This fandom has consistently turned love into action through streaming campaigns, voting drives, and social media movements. When Jimin faced negative headlines earlier this year, ARMY responded not with silence, but with louder support. They streamed his music, revisited his iconic performances like Serendipity and Filter, and reminded the world why he is a legend, a S1 fan posted on Instagram. Every time the media tries to drag him down, ARMY lifts him higher. That's why he's #1, because we don't let the world forget his brilliance. This bond between Jimin and ARMY is more than fandom. It's a global alliance of loyalty and love, one that ensures a star will never fade. There's another reason September's ranking feels electric. BTS is on the brink of their most anticipated comeback in history. The group has already announced plans for a new album in spring 2026 and a world tour that could become the biggest of their career.